Bacon Buddies is an opportunity for mentally and physically handicapped kids to exhibit livestock that typically would not get a chance to do this. The idea really started with Iowa Pork 4 years ago, and Iowa Pork does a wonderful job of helping you to have the paperwork, the release forms, and they also give monetary support to allow these athletes to exhibit livestock, and especially in this case with it being Iowa Pork, this one's pigs. And our biggest challenge here at Clay County is trying to figure out a time and an evening to do this, and in the past we've always thought about it but couldn't figure out a space to do it. In all honesty, with these two and many other parents, we have 11 town kids all in the Friends of Clay County Youth Program. And one night about 3.5 weeks ago, I was out there and all 11 kids were there. All 11 kids had parents there, and a lot of them had double parents there. And I got to counting, there was 27 people out there walking pigs, weighing pigs, and pitching manure, and thought, why can't we do this? And that's really where the whole thing started, with a few calls the next morning. First one went to the extension office, and within 20 minutes extension was all in and got a hold of pork producers, and by 10 o'clock that morning this snowball that I thought I was pushing uphill was getting really big and rolling downhill.
We're kind of the two that have been pushing at him for a while to get it started. So the Friends of Clay County Youth 4-H Pig Project is a project that was started 16 years ago, I believe, to help kids in town also be able to exhibit livestock and have opportunities that we normally wouldn't get to have. And it's really, I think, grown exponentially over the years. So I think when we heard of the Bacon Buddies project, and hearing now that maybe our kids that wanted to be in this project can now afford that opportunity to other kids, it was kind of something too good to pass up. My role, like in our pigs group, is kind of
record keeper,
co-mentor, mom to Minnie. So I just kind of keep track of all the pigs and the weights, all the data and that the kids are going to need when they get to the fair, just to take a little bit off of the parents and the families.
I'm more of just a mom and another body out at the farm.
But here, because Greg's busy in the barn, here it really comes down, I think we're here facilitating all the kids, making sure the animals are getting where they need to be, when they need to be there. We're getting to and from the show ring, making sure everybody's fed and watered, kind of monitoring health of the animals. We kind of take that role on together.
These two managed to get 39 head of purebreds to the ring, and I don't think we waited except for maybe one class. So when you've got town moms and town kids and we don't have to wait for them in the show ring, that's organized. Bill and Lisa Elliott donate their facilities to us, and Clay County Pork Producers also gives us $5,000 seed money to start it every year, and so we raise these pigs as a group. And the fortunate thing is we've been able to find a bunch of purebreds. So our kids can get a lot of miles out of purebreds because they come for the first weekend for the open class show, open class youth, purebred 4-H and FFA, and then we bring the pigs back and show this next week also. So there's a lot of miles out of it, and these kids have learned that we need to walk pigs, we need to spend time together, and Bacon Buddies, like I said, has been part of Iowa Pork for a long time, but could not figure out a time in this barn when we can really do it. Tuesday night's a turnover where we got this entire barn. Wednesday we fill the building up, both sides, with 4-H sheep on 4-H and FFA sheep on the south side, and 4-H and FFA hogs on the north side, and we weigh everything. So there's really not any time there. We roll a Thursday. We don't know when the District 4-H and the FFA show are going to get over with. Do we have enough time to schedule something like this? When we get to Friday, our county show is, and then all the market hogs are gone. So it just, bringing 39 head of purebreds gave us a chance that if we had more than 6 sign up for Bacon Buddies, we had enough pigs for each one of those kids to exhibit.
Well, the first thing we did talk to the group about what it the whole project was. And I think most of them were on board pretty much immediately. So what they'll do today, when the kids get here, they will meet with their athlete. They will get to take them back to the pen, and they'll spend 20 or 30 minutes talking to them, letting them brush the pig, answering questions, because I'm sure there'll be plenty of questions, feeding them marshmallows, just getting them used to the animal and conditioned to how the animal might move around, so we know that they're not going to be scared, and if they are, we have time to help them work through that. And then after we mentor, would you like to talk about that?
Sure. And then the mentors are going to come with the athletes to the show ring here, and they will parade the animal around the show ring and do a show for the parents and the people in the stands here.
And then when they're done, all of the athletes will also be receiving a rosette and a banner. And then afterwards, the pork producers is also providing a meal for the athletes and their families. I think, like, as a mom, I can look at my kids and I can look at the kids in this group, and I can see their potential to be leaders. But that's hard for a kid to see. So I think putting them in a place where they get to be a leader, and they might not even realize that's what they're doing at the time. But as a mom, I think that's what I hope my kids get out most, is that they can gain that confidence to go out and be a great leader in this industry and outside, of this industry and in other places of their lives.
For this year, the group is all put together because, like I said before, there is paperwork to fill out for both the mentors and the athletes. And I know this one got put together fairly quickly. The biggest thing is insurance-wise, to make sure we don't get anybody hurt. I'm kind of tickled that there's only 6 this year because this is our first time. We got to start slow and see where it goes from here. It's got huge potential. It may turn into a 3 or 4 hour project next year, and I guess I'm okay with that. And for me, the biggest thing is if we treat these kids right and our mentors treat these young athletes right, there may be friendships that are made in school, and we're going to make better people out of both sides. And to me, that's important, especially the young adults that are going to be, let's face it, they're going to be the ones in the working world when I'm in the nursing home, which isn't that far away. Yeah, and that's why this ties together so well, because it heart, head, hands, it kind of ties all together. Yeah, for next year, if there's increased interest or people that want to come back again, my guess is somewhere around the 1st of July, start contacting the Clay County Extension Office and ask for Michelle. Michelle is so doggone detail-oriented that she will have all the names, phone numbers, and everything down pat before we even see the list.